Guys, exploring Black Friday deals. Where are they? They're like the slippery deals that we're all looking for that just really aren't there. Like, I'm gonna pull up Sideshow's daily deals from their website, and the deals are really what they were: buy one get one half off. Which is good to some, I guess, but some of the figures that you want aren't even included. Like, for example, I was looking at that Miles Morales, right? It's not, as far as I've been checking, not even on the list as an eligible option. So what am I missing here? This is supposed to be Black Friday. Are we entitled? Are we satisfied with this? Kiko, I want to start with you before I get to Carlos, because I know Carlos has made a lot of predictions about Black Friday, and I agreed with most, if not all of them. And we're just not seeing it come to fruition here. What do you think is happening, Kiko?
So people have come to know me as the Grinch of the Halloween. Here we go, of the holiday season. I actually do have some, red and green, trying to make it seem like I'm festive as we kind of parade our way towards the Christmas season or the holiday season, whatever you guys prefer there. But I have never, and maybe it's because I used to work retail when I was not a little kid, but when I was younger, I used to work retail. So I had to work Black Friday. So I've never enjoyed Black Friday. I've always hated it. And I just never got into, like, here's the things that you can be guaranteed on Black Friday. You're going to have the Mariah Carey Christmas songs show up. You're going to have your email inundated with anything you've ever clicked on over the past 364 days. And they'll be like, hey, here you go. These are from that have been put in my junk box today. I would love to share these with you. Costco, last reminder to claim your gift card. Breville's Smart Waffle, Dyson Vacuum, Lowe's about 58 times. Whole store Costco again. Lowe's again. The Hamptons. I mean, it's just non-stop of all these spam things saying, hey, please click on my link to go and get something. So I've never understood the deals. So you always have inundated emails with people trying to get you out to the store to get something. But then the thing about it is that I've never understood Black Friday, because everyone's like, oh, this is an opportunity, to get ahead of your holiday shopping. But how many times do people actually get something for someone else? It's always for themselves. They're like, I'm mad because I didn't get my TV off, or I didn't get my video game. And, and it turns to people like fighting each other in Targets and Best Buy parking lots and such. And this is what we've come to expect from commercialism and, just Black Friday. So I've never been a fan of Black Friday. I always thought it was super odd that people woke up at, like, back in my day, people used to, camp out, after their Thanksgiving meal, and then they would get there at like 2-3 in the morning for their doorbuster deals at, your spot. And then you would fight people, and then they would come home around 9 o'clock in the morning and be like, man, scored big, got this. And I'd just sit there and shake my head and like, well, I scored big because I got a nice night's rest. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Black Friday, so I don't really care that there wasn't anything out here. We can talk a little bit more about it, and I don't want to dominate this conversation by any means. No. But usually when it comes down to the things they put on sale are things that nobody wants. Like, I was telling that to, like, my wife. Like, I went, I guess, the day before Thanksgiving, and they had everything lined up. The barricades were there at the Walmart. Everything was kind of roped off, saying, "Do not sell this till the 25th of November." And it's always stuff that nobody wants. Like, who wants like a 3-pack of house slippers? It's like always those stupid things that they sell. And they're like, "Oh my God, you can go and get this vibrating back pillow, for $19.95. I'm like, okay, sweet. But that's usually what I consider Black Friday to be all about. And I've never wanted any of it.
Yeah. Well, and Kiko, like, I'm looking at some of the stuff that Sideshow is discounting here. I mean, that's cool. That's low-key, but it's not Hot Toys or anything. And, a lot of these deals, do you
really want a Cost Baby? Have you really been holding out for Black Friday's deal on a Cost Baby? I mean, what is that thing that, like, the Buzz Lightyear little precious moment? What is that? Sam the astronaut? Scroll up.
Yeah. Which one? This
one?
What
is that? What is that?
That's a grail. That's what they call a grail.
Well, that, and then, like, if you're into K-pop or whatever, there's those like BTS weird like logos, little like who buys those? Like, I don't understand it, but more power to you. I mean, that Jurassic Park T-Rex is kind of cool, but
yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's waitlisted, so
nice.
You can't even buy the one good thing on the list. But you're absolutely right, Kiko. As much as I love Pennywise, like, I'm not really looking to buy that art print. And also, like, we're looking at some of the other deals that they have here. I mean, 25% off on these. Like, that's not bad. That's not nothing, but these have been discounted for a while now. That the Grogu they've been giving away.
Correct, yes.
Same with that Iron Man, and Rescue has gone for much cheaper than this.
Did you see the tweet they sent out this morning? It's like, we have urgent message from the CEO of Stark Industries. We're giving you 30% off rescue right now. I'm like,
It's like,
okay, that is like so tone
bitch,
deaf.
she's been 50% off for the last 3 months. Like, yeah, I mean, with the Demogorgon's kind of cool. I mean, that's 30% off. That's not nothing. But and same with the Boba, 30% off. But I mean, this is all stuff that people don't like really want. I mean, the Godzilla, I guess, to a degree, but Stanley Barber, I mean, the holographic Iron Man.
The only thing I can think of is like, say grandma heard you saying, "Oh, I love shopping at Sideshow," and she's like, "Let me log on here, see if there's something. Oh, let me go and get little Timmy this Jason Minico,
This
something
Team
like
Tony.
that. Yeah, let me get this Team Suit Tony. Oh, he loves Iron Man." And maybe they'll capitalize on that. I think it's just trying to clean up the last remnants of people that haven't capitalized on getting the things that they want. And I don't know, man. I mean, you're not going to see me jumping in here to this deep end of the pool. So,
well, Carlos, what about you, man? Jump into the deep end of the pool with us, as Kiko said. Like, what do you think about these deals, man? Are we satisfied with this? Are we too entitled, or were expectations too high? What do you think?
So, on the first point, I actually like Black Friday deals and Cyber Monday deals because what I do. Have you ever heard of a website called Rakuten?
No, well, actually, no, I think I've heard that before. Yeah, but fill me in.
So basically, what it is like, let's say you go on Target, right, and you install this thing on your Chrome tab. And what it is when you go on a specific website, like right now, Target is up to 12% off, or some will be like 10% off. So you enable it, and you get 10% off or 10% back in cash back by just buying. You don't have to do anything special. And if you have like a 2% back credit card, it's like 12%, right? So for Cyber Monday, Rakuten last year and almost every year, Cyber Mondays, they'll do like 30% cash back, 20%. Like I think last year for Sephora, there was like an hour special that they like 50% back. So I went and I bought things for like my family for Christmas, and it cost me 50% less than it was listed on the website. So I like to use Rakuten for that reason. Now, as far as Sideshow goes, Sideshow, man, it's such a huge disappointment because I really believed that, hey, they're trying to clear stock, and it sure does seem that way, right? That they were trying to just get rid of any stock that they have, but it seems like they just said, no, we want to give Thor for 25% off, and you guys are gonna buy it. But I just don't see how that makes a lot of sense when your Boba Fett 2-pack that you put for 30% off or 25 didn't even go waitlist on it. So, and huge disappointment. But I'm still gonna hold strong that I've said Christmas, if anything, would be bigger than Black Friday. At this point, I'm honestly even hesitant to even believe that, just because I felt they were at least going to be aggressive here. But 25% off on a bunch of things that, like, Captain Marvel Deluxe version is 30% off. If that isn't 50%, no one's going to buy it, because you can literally go on the Facebook groups on eBay, buy them brand new, and they're going to be significantly less than $186. Yep. And you still have to pay shipping on that, which is $5 plus tax.
Yeah.
And tax. So no, it's not going to move the needle. So, something that always makes me wonder, like, what dumbass is always operating here at Sideshow? Like, clearly someone, whoever's their chief marketing officer, or maybe they don't even have one, because it clearly seems like they're lacking in promoting their stuff. They just don't even move things. Like, dude, Stan Lee is 30% off. Motherfuckers, give that shit at 60 or 70. Like, it's never gonna sell. Like,
right.
Like, maybe at this point, what they're doing, maybe they're just like, hey, the longer we keep it, the longer we can depreciate assets on our taxes. So even if we sell it at 30, we're making money. Maybe that's what they're doing. They can depreciate the asset. But even then, it just feels like this is just a waste. Huge disappointment. I was coming into it thinking like, hey, we're gonna get like 40% off deals, and sure, you are getting some 40% off. Like IG-11 and the Child Deluxe on a 110 scale. Bitch, no one gives a fuck about a 110 scale. Like, right. Like they should have really done a lot bigger. I just don't see anyone who said, you know what I'm waiting for? This Harry Potter on the 110 scale. If that one goes 30% off or higher.
This penguin cost baby.
You know what?
I mean, that's pretty.
I'm gonna pull the trigger on that one. It's like no one's thinking that. So hey, statue, if what's it called, Sideshow wants to keep doing this, it's fine.
Can you actually look and see if Jetfire is got a discount? Because I actually need Jetfire.
Jetfire, is that a Transformer?
Yeah.
Only Blitzwing did the statue.
This one?
Damn.
No, hell no.
No,
Nothing
that's my
good,
point.
Kiko, is discounted. Yeah.
I was gonna
Makes
say
no
if they
sense.
had it working on Jetfire, I would have considered that.
Yeah.
They
Well,
have
and
nothing, dude.
like I said, one thing I was definitely keeping an eye out for was that Miles. Maybe it's performing too well, but I don't know, man. Like I'm a bit taken aback by this, and I do want to address the part of the question too with both of you guys. Are we entitled? Because I think we all came in maybe with too high of expectations. Clearly, we thought that
Are
this
we
was
entitled? No, I don't think we're entitled. I think if anything, it just makes common sense, right? So like,
right.
here's what I mean, if you're doing 30% off during a regular Monday and a regular Friday, you will think that for Black Friday, you're going to do a bigger sale, considering that 30% off isn't waitlisting things, but like, unless like some stupid accessory or something. But aside from that, no, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But hey,
Well, Carlos, I'm not even seeing either like our favorite shop in the world, Toys Wonderland. They're not even really doing shit.
they're not doing
Like,
anything.
so like, did everyone just like get together and meet and say, we're just not going to do Black Friday this year? Like, I mean, because I mean, I know
Or if
it's
they price the stuff as low as it can go, and they can't go any lower without taking losses. I mean,
I
maybe
don't
they
know.
literally are tapped
They were
out
doing
of
buy
it.
one get one half off, Kiko. So maybe, but I think most people though, like a lot of times they want one figure, they don't want to buy two. You know what I mean? Especially two low performing figures that they probably don't even want to begin with. So when you attach it to something else, it's like, well, now I got to buy just to get Stanley Barber. I got to buy something else. Like,
And it's only 25% off for each figure. That
Correct.
doesn't make a lot of sense, because on eBay and on Facebook, it's still cheaper. So are we into? I guess we expected more, but I guess it just means we're just gonna go on Facebook groups on eBay to go buy it, because hey, Sideshow, you don't want to take my money? Cool. Because by the time holidays come around, dude, there's not gonna be a lot of money left over. I guarantee you, a ton of people were like, I'm just gonna wait for Black Friday. And now that there's nothing, they're like, well, I'm just gonna go on the Facebook groups. I'm gonna go on eBay, and we're gonna spend our money there.
Hugo, before I let you jump in here, like for example, this Thanos has been $100 cheaper than this on Pop Culture for 3 months now.
That's not even the good one. That's not even the
I mean,
battle
I know
damage one.
that's the thing. Like this Thanos, like Sideshow is clearly aware of the market price. They have to be monitoring what Pop Culture does, what Toys Wonderland does, what all these Facebook groups are doing. Like they are aware of the product market value. And this Thanos has been $200 on Pop Culture for months now. And you're gonna list it at $290 and expect it to move? I'm not sure that that's like smart, because unless you're getting collectors who just don't know any better, maybe that are new.
I think that's part of it as well, is that people assume that, or I'm sorry, we as people assume that everyone's a part of every BTS, everyone's part of the place for collecting. Everyone does all this stuff. They watch your YouTube, they watch your streams, they do all that stuff. And the only way that people know about really good deals are if you're part of these groups, you're part of your Reddit threads and things like that. And I'm a part of a lot of those, and I still don't know of some of the deals that happen. So if you have somebody that's either a new collector, or like I said, Granny just sitting there trying to get something for little Timmy, she's going to see 30% off. Damn, I know he's talked about Thanos a lot. Pulls the trigger there. And I guarantee you, when they throw the net out there, they are going to get a few fish like that. Just because, I mean, it's just statistically probable. But yeah. I mean, to answer the question, are we satisfied? I never had any expectations anyway. Are we entitled? Maybe because we once again are a part of this like group that sees what they go for on the secondary market. So you're like, shit, because I mean, I literally finally upgraded my Vision, and I got him for $150. The WandaVision Vision, with the nice chest, if you want to call it that, which is still like half of what Sideshow has him for. And so if you're looking at it on like a BTS or eBay or something like that, you're going to go that route. You're not going to go here. And I think a majority of the people are like, I can get it cheaper somewhere else. So yeah, maybe they're like, all right, yeah, unless you come down to BTS prices, I'm not going to give you my deal. Yeah, you get some points back from here, but they expire in a year anyway, and nothing's ever in stock, so it doesn't really matter. So it's like a round and around you go. And that's one of my only, because they've done some good things recently. Sideshow has with expediting some of getting the releases out a little bit quicker, which I've talked about, I'm happy about. But one of the biggest things I was disappointed of is when they put a cap on your rewards and made them expire and such. So if there's nothing to use your rewards on, you're going to end up getting that penguin cost baby, because there's nothing to use it on. And so that's the only thing I would say that I'm upset about.
Right. And I think just with Black Friday in general, like, and maybe it's just me, but I've tried every way possible. Like KG Hobby has a really good deal on this Boba Fett 2-pack, right? I'll zoom in a bit. $292 before shipping, right? That's really good for the Boba Fett 2-pack. However, with the code, it doesn't work. The code is supposed to work for all in-stock items.
And that's completely on them then.
Right. So, I mean, it's like, I'm not sure if I've tried every way possible to get these codes to work. This is another example though, like shipped, like you're looking at maybe 370, but then when you put the code in, maybe 335. That's pretty good. 335 shipped for a Boba Fett 2-pack. I know it's from KG Hobby and not Sideshow, but even that I feel like has been, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but botched because I can't even get the codes in correctly. So it just seems like, yeah, Pop Culture hasn't done anything. Big Bad is discounting not even Miles Morales or some other stuff that's out there. Sideshow just said, fuck it, basically. We're only going to discount Thanos and shit that's entirely not moving. It just seems like, I don't know, like they just, I don't know, they didn't care, right? So I don't know. I maybe at risk of sounding too entitled, maybe my expectations were too high. I expected the Tumblr to be discounted. It's not. So and they have to have a ton of those. So I don't know, maybe if they're saving it for Christmas or what, but I'm a little surprised that this is the strategy that they took. So I guess I'm just, like I said, just taken aback that this is what they decided to do.